Thanks for tuning in to another All the Feelings joint.
Want to skip those pesky ads and get early access?
Become a member at allthefeelings.fun/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it.
Jazz.
Okay, so let's start in. Okay, I'm going to give us a countdown.
Okay.
27. 26, 25. That's my new character. He always starts way too high. And then I'll lose track and be like, I've got to start over again.
Naturally.
29, 28, 29.
All of this
30,
is staying
like
in. I want
he
you
goes
to know.
up.
Doesn't know. Can I just tell you, do you listen to the, we've talked about this before, do you listen to the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast?
Religiously.
Did you listen to today's?
No, not yet.
It reminded, they talk about a sketch, a Kristen Wiig character that reminded me of something I think I used to do to you as a result of this, and more often to our friend Thomas Threats, who I see very seldom, and I call him our friend, but he might not be able to pick me out of a lineup. He knows I don't know.
Go ahead. But what is the sketch, and what does it have to do with us?
Kristen Wiig, and who played 300? Who was I Am Sparta?
300.
Gerard Butler. Yeah.
Gerald Butler.
Gerald Butler.
Jerry Bootler. Yep.
Jerry Boo Boo. And obviously he's trying to do a pitch to Jason Sudeikis about making cottage cheese sexy again. And Kristen Wiig is his assistant and keeps coming in, and she says, Thomas!
I'm here, Thomas! Hi! Thomas! Look at me!
Oh, yeah, you used to do that to me all the time.
Thomas! It's from that character. Yes, and I think I just leaned in on it because you didn't show any recognition at all. And that's a sign of callback comedy, is keep going hard when the audience doesn't get it.
Dig in.
Yep.
Yeah, you used to go, Thomas! When I would come in, and I'd be like, yep.
She does this bit. She does this. She comes in. She breaks it. She says, Thomas, look. And she holds up a pen. And then she says, Thomas, this is for this. And puts a cap on the pen.
She puts a cap on a pen? She crazy? Is that the thing? She's just like kind of a crazy person?
She has been, according to the narrative, according to the subtext and the spoken text, she's been struck by lightning 5 times.
That's how she talks. Okay, I have to look it up. What's it called? Or I guess I'll listen to the episode.
Listen to the episode, and it's linked in the show notes. You should go watch the full episode, because they do that. They do the watch along and they interrupt the hell out of it the whole time, which is funny, but only after you've seen it. Thomas. Okay, all right.
Well, hi, Pete. And
hi,
hello,
Thomas.
Most importantly, hello, feeling friends.
Yes.
It's wonderful. This is our official first members-only episode. It was supposed to be the last one, but that was our make good, where we realized that we had asked you to send us letters, got mad when you didn't, and then realized that you did. So now this is the first one that is just going out to members only. Thank you so much for being feeling friends and helping us keep this podcast train chugging. I have a very quick health update, Pete.
Okay, I want to hear it.
And it involves health and aging. Is because, as avid listeners will know, I recently turned 50. It's finally time for a shingles vaccine. And I don't really know what shingles are, but everyone's been telling me I have to get it. So I got a flu vaccine in one arm and a shingles vaccine in the other, and I feel like I've been dead-armed by God! I just got these,
rough.
And I am having trouble. And I very uncleverly, I'm volunteering this afternoon for Project Angel Food, which is all arm work.
Yeah.
So I'm really leaning in.
You feel like hell.
No, it's just arms hurt. Like there's nothing else. I never feel weird from the vaccines. Like I never get a little bit of flu. I never get a little bit of fever. I've really lucked out. And every, COVID vaccine that I've gotten, I've never gotten sick. So I'm completely fine. It's just, this is a terrible time to be scooping a whole bunch of food. But that's okay, because I'm filled with life. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world. And
you are Iron Man.
When the doctor turned around, I just grabbed a fistful of other syringes and I sat on them real quick. And I just bounced up and down because I want to be as innocuous, because I feel like vaccines are maybe being taken away. So I just bounced up and down on a bunch of syringes. Yeah, I gave like a lap dance to science.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
I think that is awesome. What is interesting to me, just knowing who you are, is that you have yet to do a bit on this show about the actual name of the shingles vaccine. You just call it the shingles vaccine. And it strikes me that the name is something that you would find incredibly funny. And you haven't said it.
I don't get it. There's something that's not just called the shingles vaccine?
The actual brand, the marketed brand of the shingles vaccine. Do you know what it is? That's got to be the only reason you haven't made it. Bit.
No.
It's called Shinglax.
So the ad company that was in charge of it, like the guy woke up so late.
Yes.
And he was like, and he's just like looking around.
And all he sees is like somebody's putting a new roof on their house and he's got this laxative sitting on his bedside table. Shinglax.
Yeah, we're going with Shinglax. It tested really good. Shinglax. That's a real first thought, best thought thing.
Yeah.
Shinglax.
I thought you would think that was good. I'm proud of you.
Now I want to name everything. I'm going to rename Foster Shinglax. Did I tell you, speaking of funnily named medical things, I won't go into it, but I had a big eye injury a zillion years ago.
Oh,
and God. I had to have eyelid surgery.
Yeah.
Like stitches in my eyelids.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is, it's actually quite a story, but I don't want to burn it right now because I want to get to the point, is I had to wear an eye patch for a couple weeks because my eye was so gross. I didn't have to, but it was so gross and such a mess.
And is the connection here that people called you Shinglax the Pirate? Because I would have.
No, but you've kind of already gotten to the point. Is I saw the box that they got the eye patch out of, and I'm not joking. It was called Piratech. Pyratech. But the word pirate was in there, and it's for an eye patch.
Wait a minute. Spell that again. Spell that again like a big word.
Pira. And then dash Tech, as if maybe pirate is some sort of Latin for eye. I have no idea, but it was Piratech. But all I could see from my one eye was the word pirate. And I was like, did they know that they were making like a pun? Because I wouldn't think that there's a lot of chuckles. I don't know. But then why like hide it? I don't know.
Well, when you spelled it, what I heard was Piratch, which I thought was even leaning in even harder. You're wearing a Piratch.
Piratch? Where they just shorten it all? Well, the company was called Pegleg Co. All right. So Piratech and Shinglax.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what it is. I'm breaking in. I'm doing that thing. It's this part. This is where I come in and I say, if you want to hear the rest, you've got to become a feeling friend. And it's just the role that I play. It sounds super sinister. Like, you want more podcast, kid? Step into the alley. $35 a year, $25 if you're renewing, cash only. But really, it's just how we keep this circus going. For that price, what do you get? You get early access to every episode. You get full-length versions of these bonus episodes. You get our entire trailer archive, genius. And, the works, which is a phrase I've only ever heard used in a diner and maybe dental procedures. But still, it's the works. It's the works. And yes, occasionally I say on this very show, the economy, is going really great. And what I mean when I say really great is the economy is terrible. The economy is terrible. As far as we know, for this foreseeable future, it will be terrible. But somehow, even in a collapsing post-capitalist economy, you can still buy an annual membership for less than a single tank of gas, or 1.5 movie tickets, or like a single egg. So if you want to support the show, if you want to laugh at our misery and get more of the good stuff, the works, as we've discussed, please head to the site, become a feeling friend, and let's keep this podcast train chugging. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, Thomas. Oh, all right.